Hey guys, welcome again to the Loomian Legacy Sweep. I'm Mr. Lucky Luke, and today's one we got ourselves a Ikazune Sweep. So guys, I decided I wanted to do something a bit of an easy one while I'm waiting for my total of votes in my YouTube community. Which, by the way, people, I recently just got my brand new YouTube community unlocked, so now I can do what community people do. But yeah, guys. Um, I recently wanted to do a random sweep just for nothing because I wanted to wait while waiting for the last remaining 4 Loomians. I figured it might as well do something a little bit easier. So I decided I wanted to do an Ikazune sweep for y'all, and that's what I'm gonna do. Hopefully my intro is not too weird to understand. Please don't find it weird because I'm not gonna repeat this process again. Anyways, now Ikazune is basically your second roaming encounter you get in this game. It's a fire and electric type, and it is it's a beast. Now it has a thumping 149 range attack, which makes it very powerful. It gets a 119 for melee attack, 115 for energy, 72 for health, 94 for speed, 89 for range defense, and then he gets 62 for melee defense. So it's not very bad, but it's pretty solid the stats for a roaming. It's the melee defense is the only thing who needs a little buff, but besides that, that is pretty much it. And also a little bit of more health, I guess, because it does need some more a little buff if it's gonna if it's gonna withstand some solid Loomians, but it doesn't matter. Besides that, it's really a very powerful range attacker. So I wanted to see if I could have done maybe like a melee attacking sweep. However, that unfortunately didn't work out because unfortunately Ikazune didn't have many ways to have a coverage for a melee attacking set. And I promise you guys, I was planning for you guys a melee attacking Ikazune sweep for y'all. But what sucks about it is that developers really didn't give Ikazune many melee attacking moves besides fire and electric moves. So unfortunately, there weren't really many ways for me to make use out of its melee attack because the thing is, with only running fire and electric, it can pretty much be shut down by plenty of other things. And unfortunately, I don't think I'm not sure fire and electric is gonna be able to sweep most of the Loomians with only 2 types. So, and unfortunately, spare is the only coverage move, but it only does 40 base power and only brings the opponent to 1 HP. So, unfortunately, we're gonna have to wait until the developers finally adding a 3rd coverage move for Ikazune if I'm gonna ever make a just a general melee attacking Ikazune sweep. So that one is gonna be on hold, but once the developers have added or the creator Llama Mr. Llama, I guess, or Lando. Not sure which one is. I think they're the same. Maybe not. I don't know. But until then, once he started adding a new coverage move for a Ikazune for melee attacking, for melee attacking attacks, basically, I'll be doing one eventually. But for now, unfortunately, this is going to be a very boring range attacking Ikazune sweep, which I wanted to get it out of the way. And that is pretty much it. So without further ado, let's go ahead into the first, let's get into this video, I guess. So, yeah, let's get into the first battle. Okay, so let's jump into the first battle here, and hope you all gonna enjoy the very first battle. Now, this one was against Superboy 1QP, and he had a Wrestling on his team, and I swapped into I'm not swapped. I had my Banoki preparing for an Icicle Trap Banana Split strat. Unfortunately, gonna get one-shotted by a Pep Jab. I thought it was gonna live that one, but it didn't, sadly. So I swapped to my Geklo, and all I could really do now is just go for the Tates and give them the old Sapped effect. And that is pretty much it. Now, the annoying thing about this Wrestling is that it had Driving Force, so that's kind of annoying. couldn't do much there, so I just let my Empire use Tricky Tactic, do a little small damage to it. They're gonna go for the Blaze Punch. Blame Punch. What does that mean? Anyways, then I'm gonna go for my Tribute and just let my Empire just go down. Then I'm gonna go to my my Get Glow and let it just faint, and that's it. So the rest of it, or first of all, I'm gonna go for the Light Dash just to try to get a nice date. The rest of them is gonna go for the Driving Force, which is gonna I was expecting myself to go down, but it didn't. So I had to salty swap back into my Get Glow, let it faint, and then swap in to the strong, powerful Ikazune. Okay, so that was a very weird battle, and what was up with the Dusket having Fade Away and Final Ruse? Like, that's just a weird combination, but it's still lost because of it. So yeah, I just wanted to show you that weird first battle. I don't even know what kind of set was that all about, but either way, I guess that's what they're running. I'm not sure what exactly was their, like, were they just using that for sacrificing or something? Either way, that was the very first battle, and I got the fail because of it. I would have probably outsped the Dusket if I had my banana splits, so sadly it didn't happen, but still was a pretty nice attempt. Now, this battle against some random user, I think this one was a little bit of an under-leveled player. I could be wrong. I really didn't really care whether if they were too overpowered or too low level. This player actually happened to have 4 medals and had a pretty solid level cap between level 40 or 43. I think I don't remember which one it was. But anyways, I pretty much went for my entire entry hazards, and I'm pretty much going to go for my tribute on my Empire. And yeah, it's Ikazune time. Alright, so let's take a look at the Ikazune set, and this one is just simply just an easy explanation. I don't think we really need to explain how this thing runs, or really how it works, because it's pretty much a simple Ikazune set. I think we all know exactly how to run it, so let's just get it out of the way. Now, this one is a nimble milkshake set, and it had the Rage Fire. Not gonna get a reason to explain why. I mean, it's a Gleaming, so I'm not gonna be able to get both the secret and the Gleaming version, or a Gamma in general. So yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get that lucky. Anyways, the moves I gave her were Electric Burst, Fire Breath, Energy Surge, and Magnify. And the effort values are pretty much the exact what you expect from me. It's 94 for health, 6 for energy, max range attack, and max speed. And that's pretty much it. So, you just go for a bunch of Magnify. You will likely need only like +4 or 3. And then you're pretty much set to go. You're pretty much ready to sweep, or at least attempt to sweep. You use Fire for any weakness to fire. Electro Burst for Electro Burst. If you don't want to rely on that 90 accuracy, you can change that to a Thunder Strike. And Energy Surge for the coverage. Besides that, that is pretty much it for the Ikazune Moveset, and that is pretty much at the end of the video. Now, as I said in the beginning of my video, I am planning to do an Ikazune melee attacking sweep, but at the moment, when at least when the developer is starting to add the more coverage move for other moves, for the Loomians, maybe I'll revisit some of the Loomians and might try some Loomians that has a better unique coverage for moves like range or melee or anything in general. I don't know. Okay, I know it's not make sense, but reality is that content is making slow progress for me because I don't really find anything creative with some of these Loomians. Some of them are just pretty easy to obtain, some of them are just pretty boring, and some of them are just pretty complicated because they don't really have the best moveset in order to get a sweep. And some Loomians are just not sweepable at all. So, yeah, I really wish there were a lot of Loomians that have better moveset and more coverage besides using just stab type moves, you know? So, Ikazune is just an example. It's just it's a powerful range attacker, but it really lacks the melee attacking sets because it already has only having 119 for melee attack. That's high. That's quite high for a Loomian, actually, even for a roaming at least. So having that much attack, you should at least have some more coverage besides fire and electric. So other Loomians besides Ikazune, they need some coverage as well. A lot of Loomians need better coverage and fast. Most of them needs at least a better selections of moves. At least have some that balance the Loomians and not too much because, you know, you don't want to run running too much competitive and too broken Loomians only. You don't want to run into something, or not run into something. You don't want to just focus on the highest stats and then just buff it there. You have to at least balance the Loomian as well. So in case someone wants to, you know, try something new. But besides that, that is pretty much it. You just go for Magnify, couple them, and then you use, you just wait for a turn. If you get hit, you can go for the Milkshake. That's a pretty solid option. Anything else? That is pretty much it. So thank you guys for watching this video. By the time I'm making this video, hopefully if some of you people are voting for or choosing my my next Loomian sweeps. I'm already planning to do the Dokimori sweep that the highest people have been voted for in the next video. So whoever wants to pick the remaining 3, let me know, because my next my first Loomian I'm going to be able to sweep is Dokimori. Then it's going to be which one was it? It's the correct. I forgot already the Loomian's nickname. It's Danuki. So besides that, that is pretty much it for today's video. Like and subscribe if you enjoy it, and that is pretty much it. So thank you guys for watching today's one. Check out some of my other videos if you are new. And as always, I'm Mr. Lucky Luke. Stay lucky out there, and take care. Also, ow. I recently just got a cut before this recording, so it kind of annoys me because I hate it. I got it straight through my thumb. Not through my thumb, but just a little scratch. But it still was it was pretty deep. But yeah. Anyways, take care, boys and girls.